Welcome back this week, everybody. As usual, it's Bronco week. Lately, we've just been doing nothing but Bronco, it seems like, which is awesome. It's fun to do something new.
They're awesome.
Yes.
I have sat in a few, rode a few around the lot here. Wickedly comfortable.
Yes, I actually like them. I don't dislike them.
Not at all.
For hardcore off-road use, I would pass, but anything other than that, they're actually pretty sweet.
Have
I like
you
them.
worked on any of the two-doors?
Yeah.
Are they nice too?
Yeah,
They ride as, is it kind of like a jail or a Jeep two-door versus a four-door?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
100%. Still nice,
Yeah.
but not as spacious and nice. Yeah.
On-road manners probably a little...
So today, we need to make room for the Fittipaldi beadlock wheels and the General Grabber
They look sweet.
all-trains.
They look sweet.
Yeah, we debuted those last week in our tire carrier video. So we need to make room for those. So let's do a Rock Krawler lift kit.
Let's do it.
So
have you done one on a Bronco yet?
Yeah. Yep, we have. I don't know if we did video or not, but we have.
You sold a lot of Rock Krawler parts over the years.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, Rock Krawler makes good stuff. So we got the strut spacers and hardware. We got a little piece of the bracket bolt for the track bar bracket. Throw that out of the way. But while he's unboxing that, we also have rear track bar, which is ridiculously huge. But they're gonna use this darn thing, so we want good stuff. So this is all Rock Krawler. Reached out to them. They were super happy to jump on board and help us out with this project. We didn't want to use a subpar project or product on a project of this nature. So really happy to have Rock Krawler involved.
And I don't have my knife with me, so I'm doing this by hand. I always carry my knife with me.
Not always.
But today I'm a little out of it. There you go.
And there's the track bar bracket. So that'll help with the raising roll center. Track bar itself will make it so that we can adjust everything super close and get it really super close to like centered up. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Heavy duty track bar, adjustability. Track bar bracket raises roll center. You can do one or the other. I like both. Hopefully they'll work well together for this amount of height.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's rip the wheels off this thing and get rolling. Just like you guys saw in last week's video, the Fittipaldi wheel beadlocks and the General 37-inch all-terrains, looking pretty sweet for this thing. If you didn't see all the details on this, last week's video on our tire carrier had everything about these. Here's the factory hollow track bar. Super lightweight, paper thin and flimsy. Dude, this is so heavy. This is a solid bar. It's all gusseted and reinforced. It's all rebuildable. No comparison. None. Clearance, code differential and everything in the rear. So much better. Oops. All right, now that that part's done, we have a small problem. If you look, the way this strut bolted in, now it's not indexed correctly. So we're gonna put this in the strut machine, we're gonna take tension off this spring and we're gonna rotate this top to get this stud where this one was. So we need to rotate this to here. We're gonna mark everything with a marker, get all lined up, and we're gonna go change how that's indexed. Show you how we do that. So as you can see here, we got this put in the strut machine. We got all of our hooks all set up. So we need to move this stud, or that one, doesn't matter, to where this one was. And this one is in line with the reservoir.
Said which end comes down here?
Nope. Adventure joint. The one I'm putting in right now.
Gotcha.
My bad.
Strong man.
I can't see nothing.
Ken, if you had to estimate, how many large tires in your career have you lifted onto a vehicle?
Enough that I have 2 compressed vertebrae.
Not surprising.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. At least one. Okay, I don't care how you go about it, but you got to disassemble this whole corner. Take off your upper control arm. Be careful when you take this loose. This is going to want to spring on you. Throw a jack stand underneath it or something, or at least just be aware of what you're doing. Then we're going to get all the strut loose and out of the way. Show you a couple clips of how that plays out. All right, just a quick little update here. We got the upper control arm out. We got the nuts off down here. We took off the sway bar link hardware here so that that'll allow it to droop down some. Now we're gonna knock these studs out, take that out of the way. So we got the spacers installed on the struts. We're getting ready to put those back in the rear of the vehicle. One small catch, depending on the package and the shock and how everything is you have, when you put these on, your bolt, the holes here aren't gonna line up with on the chassis. So we used our strut compressor, we compressed this and we spun the top of the strut. You cannot re-index the top of the strut without compressing the spring. So if you don't have a spring compressor, might not be a job you wanna take on in your driveway. So we got the studs just lightly started. We got the hardware up there just lightly started. Now we're gonna tighten it all up and go from there. So that wasn't super horrible. you got to take a lot of the vehicle apart to do that suspension lift. You're really just trying to get the strut out. Once the strut's out, like I said, you put that mount on there. It's really not a super big deal. We do got some other components we're going to be installing on this corner here. We're just waiting on those parts to come in. We don't have them yet. So we do have some more upgrades for this suspension that's going to happen. Well, we'll update you on that as we go here in a little bit. As always, I hope you guys had some fun. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next week with more Bronco.